What up, it's Red, and today we're going to talk about my thoughts on Origins after we've played it for 5-6 days now. Overall, I think this map is really good. It's probably the best map we've ever had, just because it's so complex, and I know a lot of people say they don't like these really complex maps that Treyarch is making now, but I love them. I like having all sorts of different things to do. You can build the staffs, you can get a whole bunch of perks right here and try and see what we can get out of the thing. You can get up to like 9 perks. They have the 8 original ones from Black Ops 1, and then they have Electric Cherry. I usually just get PhD out of there, and then I buy Speed and Mule Kick or Stamina up, one of those. So the Wonder Fizz machine is awesome, and I hope they bring it into every map, kind of like what they did with Mule Kick and Black Ops 1. I'd love to be able to see, you know, having all the different perks in every single other Black Ops 2 map. And what I was saying before is the complexity makes it really fun, because there's all sorts of stuff you can do. You can get the staffs, you can get these like little gloves or whatever they are, I forgot what they're called. You can get the airstrike grenades, you can get the golden shovel, golden hard hat. There's just all sorts of different things you can do. It's really cool. This map is just so much fun to play, just because of every little thing that you can do on it. What do I not like about this map? Let's look at that. There's not very many things, and they're not very big things. The first one is the Mauser pistol. I don't like it nearly as much as the M1911 because, I mean, it looks cooler. I could say that. That's about all I could say, though. It doesn't have the same actions when you upgrade it. It turns into like this laser pistol type thing, which it's alright, I guess, but it's not nearly as good as Mustang and Sally. And, you know, since I have PhD, I'm running a ray gun right here just because it takes advantage of PhD really well. And the new Mauser pistol upgraded, it doesn't really need PhD at all. So I liked having Mustang and Sally, the panic pistols. They were really cool to have, and I'm gonna miss them in this map. Another thing I don't really like, but it may or may not be in here, is I don't think there is a way to keep your perks when you go down. Like in previous maps, in like Buried for example, we had what people call the Tombstone perma perk, where you'd lose one random perk when you got down, or if you were playing solo, you'd only lose Quick Revive. We don't have anything like that anymore, at least I don't think so. So I hope there is something in this game that keeps your perks. It's pretty cool to have, and I hate having to spin that machine just to get all the perks back that you had before. Another thing, I want to be able to trade in my perks for the in the Wonder Fizz machine. It's supposed to be kind of like the box, you know, you spin the thing and after a while there's a bear and it goes somewhere else. I get it. But it doesn't have the same functions as a box, because when you spin the box and you get a gun, you're like, yeah, I got a gun. But when you spin the box and you get a better gun, you're like, hey, I'm going to trade this for the better gun that I got. Can't do that with the the Wonder Fizz thing. The last small complaint that I have is the map really isn't that colorful. I mean, I know it's not a huge deal, but it is good to have more colorful maps, you know. Nobody likes a dark, grim map. It's certainly better than Transit, though, because Transit, as we all know, is the most worst map to look at. It is just gross how bad that map was with the whole color schemes. And it was just a bad map in general. Probably the only, like, awful map that we saw in Black Ops 2. Speaking of colors, you might be wondering why everything looks all orange on my screen. That's because it's kind of hard to explain, but basically I like to play my Xbox on my monitor, and I like to record with my Elgato at the same time. And if I just plug in my HDMI to my monitor, I can see everything great. It works perfect. But if I want to listen, I use some standard headphones. So I use the kind of, like, if you have a pair of Turtle Beaches, it comes with like a little thing. That is the cord that gives you like the 2.0 millimeter jack or whatever that is. It takes it to the AV component, like sound cables, so you can use headphones for your Xbox or PS3. But on the Xbox, when you try and use both HDMI and component, it won't fit, so you kind of have to modify your component cables so that they can both go in there. And even when they're both in there, if you turn off your monitor or TV, the console will restart, which kind of sucks. So that's why I like to put my component straight in through my Elgato and then into my monitor. And with that, it doesn't actually, you can't actually have the right color correction, so you kind of have to play with it a little bit. And I thought this orange one looked pretty cool. Like here you can see a picture of what it looks like. You guys know how a few days ago, I think it was the same day that this came out, because I remember waking up in the morning, I'm like, oh, I want to go back to bed, and then there was like a 10-minute update. I'm like, are you kidding me? I gotta update my Xbox. But the update was worth it, because we got that dark green color, and the dark orange color looks pretty good. I mean, don't you guys think so? I don't know, that's a perk to having the Elgato. But you know, there's no point to even buying an Elgato if you're gonna get the PS4, because it won't work on the PS4. That guy right there, oh man, he scared me so bad. That was like the biggest jump scare ever right there. He just jumped down in my face. These guys are pretty cool though. They're pretty easy to kill, and they make it a little more challenging. So I think it's pretty cool that they got these guys in here. It's not a complaint of mine. Maybe to some people they think it's just too hard, but you get either the ray guns or you get staffs, and they're really easy to kill these guys. That's just how you should kill them. But about the PS4, they're gonna have that HD CP thing or whatever that they have on the PS3, and instead of it being just like the PS3 where you're able to use component to still record, you're not gonna be able to record at all, except for like the 15-minute feature that they have built into the console. That's just about it. So that's definitely gonna be a big letdown for the PS4. So that's a big reason why I'm getting the Xbox One. I don't know if you guys knew that I was getting the Xbox One or not, but I don't see a point in getting the PS4, except for the fact that it's $100 cheaper. That's about all that the PS4 has going for it. You know, I guess you could claim that there's some exclusives that are good, like Uncharted or Little Big Planet, stuff like that. So this has been my thoughts on Origins. If you guys want to play with me, make sure to add me on Xbox and hit me up, and we will gladly play. Just as long as you're pretty good, because I don't like playing with those bad people. I hate playing on easy too. I hate it when people put the game on easy and then you're like, wait, are we on easy? And they're like, yeah, of course we are. I'm like, oh, you kidding? And then you leave. And they're like, wow, you left? It's like, yeah, I don't want to play on easy. Easy's boring. That's too easy. That's what I still don't understand, is why they have an easy difficulty but not a hard difficulty. I mean, come on, you can get better, but you can't get worse, you know? But I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you later.